oftentimes we are taking our own judgment of self and superimposing it onto them, and or projecting it and saying, you're going to judge me, therefore I can't do this scary thing.
Yeah.
And so in a way, it's our body's trying to keep us safe, our mind's trying to keep us safe, whatever, we're trying to find that safety. And so if that means I'm going to project that you're going to judge me to stop me from doing the thing, to stop me from sharing my heart, to stop me from being close or having expression, then I'm going to do that thing to try to stay safe.
Yeah.
And what you're describing is also saying that is a bit of an illusion, right? Like you're dismantling that, saying they're probably just as afraid of me judging them as I'm afraid of them judging me, and that we're both already judging ourselves to try to stop ourselves from doing the thing. And that judgment of self is people will demonize our own self-judgment. That self-judgment has been working really hard to try to keep you safe. And it's probably been putting in a lot of overtime, a lot of work. And that part of you that has been critical or judgmental also deserves acknowledgement and care too. Like, I would just say that a lot of people miss that usually when they're taking apart that, like the dismantling or deconstructing that, is they want to throw away that part of themselves. That part of yourself is so valuable because it's been scanning for safety and it's been working so hard. Like, it's probably such a hard-working part of you, right? Yeah. And sometimes we just need to have a conversation with that part of ourselves and say, I really value your work, but you've gone off on a side quest that I didn't actually want you to do. Can you come back and can you protect me in a different way? Can you protect me in that you're going to prioritize my self-care? You're gonna help me in the same aggressive way that you maybe were judging me, but let's actually see if we can transform this aspect of me and let myself be whole, right? And that's the other part, is like self-judgment, right? Like, yes, we're going to do that. Human beings are going to be judgmental of ourselves. We're going to judge other people, and we see it as a bad thing, but it's not, right? It's usually because we're trying to find safety or be safe or something. And I never want to demonize those parts of ourselves that have been working hard to try, like, just it's like the 5-year-old in us that was trying to keep us safe. They had really good intentions, and that as an adult it stopped us from starting a podcast. And so then we're like, wow, shitty self-judgment. But you know, do you think that you ever take time to like appreciate that part of you?
I don't feel like personally I am like I'm hating that part of me now. It's just I'm just more focused on like, oh fuck, like I'm happy that at that moment of my life I realized that and I opened that. And not like 20 years later or maybe at the end of my life on my deathbed, like, oh shit, I could have done all that and I didn't. So I'm more focused on and excited on the potential that now it's going to unlock and all these different things that I'm going to be able to do with this new aspect, rather than like, oh, like I couldn't have done because I can't really change anything. And it's a good thing, I think.
It is a good thing, yeah. And I mean, it seemed like you, even as you describe your relationship to feeling, your relationship to your emotional experience, even you saying it is what it is, and that it will move, is a really compassionate perspective. It's very kind of you to have that perspective and relationship to your emotional experience. And like, whenever I hear people talk like that, it makes me smile, because then I know that there's kindness in your heart towards yourself, right? Which is sometimes hard.
No, totally.